Hello, hello, hello. Back again, part 2. The Redux. So anyway, still working on a plow. Working on a brace right here to make a higher arm on the back of my 260 to get leverage to pull it up. Shop's a mess, I'm sorry. But let me show you around here real quick. Let me show you where we got the plow at. And I'll show you what I'm doing right here. And then probably put you on pause for a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and get this bolted together and get it assembled, and then maybe I'll let you guys watch while I go through a walkthrough and try to figure out how I'm going to do the lift design. So here's what we got so far, guys. Well, I apologize in the last video about the music at the end. I can't never remember to shut it off. So there it is. Now what I'm doing here is, of course, you know, I've got to be higher than what I'm trying to pull up, right? So I've added these two bars here to the back of the 260. And this is going to go right there. And that will give me something to mount my actuator on. Now, I do not claim to be a metalsmith, iron worker, or anything. I did take machine trades in school. So that's it right now, guys. Let me get this. Let me take these two back out. Right there. And right there. And we'll put this on, and then we'll mount that up, and then we'll start working on the rigging for the height adjustment. All right. See you guys in a little bit. Bye. All right, guys. Back just for a minute. When I posted the first video, I had a friend of mine that I've met on these John Deere sites. I won't say your first and last name, but Charles. Told me that my last video was informative, and I didn't really think that I put too much technical in it. And sometimes I forget that not everybody knows as much as the next person, let's say. And that some people just make common sense wise because they don't do this stuff enough or never been around it. Just little tips and tricks and stuff. So I don't know, probably all you guys know this, but for anybody that doesn't, this might help. Right here, the bracket that I was telling you about. Now it's bolting in. This is facing you. This is where the bolt goes that I showed you guys. And this is where I'm going to put a tang on here to lift off of. Now to get this square, I just got where I went. I got my sides flush. Of course, whenever I bolted it, I squared it off of the frame, and I'll show you that when I put it back together maybe. I squared it off of the frame to make sure I was square on both pieces to the frame. And then I measured the distance in the middle and at the top. You never want to take one measurement. Take two. Take 3, take 4, take 5. Never take 1. So I measured that distance. I got what I wanted to, from the outside to the outside, and I cut my bore at 10 inches. I then pre-drilled my holes with 1 inch. And if you guys don't know what these little slide combination squares are, they're beautiful. They got your millimeters and fractions. And really, you know, if you want an inch in on something, you just set it there to your inch mark. You take your metal, you scribe your line, pow! Inch, and then you hit that with a center punch, and you drill it. And that way you know that all your measurements, every time that you measure for the same piece, of course, is going to be same because of the combination square. Nice little tools. You can buy them cheap, or you can buy them expensive. So that's just kind of setting that up right there. And since I've already got my pilot hole here, all I'm going to do is shoot a drill right through there. I'm going to put her in the old vise over here. Bust a little drill in there. And once I get my little drill bit in there, I'm fine to take this apart and drill with my bigger drill. Now, I know you guys don't want to watch all that, so I'm going to put you on pause again here real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. Pilot hole's drilled into piece now. Excellent. Now, I guess I'll show you guys how I set this up so you guys can know. And like I said, if you can see the lines, that's from me taking my 1 inch on the combination square, and I run from the angle side. I run in 1 inch, and then I run in 1 inch. Center punch. So I'm going to show you how to set up the other side, I reckon. All right, now make sure you're going to do it on the right side. This is the side I just done. Over on this side and with this piece here. Now start off, just get it square, kind of where you want it there on the outside. Just get it kind of flush. Get your clamp ready. Now remember, you're drilling, so you don't want your clamp like this. You won't be able to get your drill down in there. I always put the short end of my clamps up to where I'm working. Okay, now from there, you don't tighten it down all the way. Just snug. Then you want to tune a little bit. Go to flush down through there. And your top, now, you don't want flush. With the hammer, you want to run that flush. With your square. Now, I'm going to use a square, that combination square again, same one. I'm going to leave a little bit of a edge on it. I'm just going to run it down through here. And I'm going to square that piece. Now, as you can see, it's not squared in. That's why you're really going to go with this, go with your top edge, because if you was cutting, with your grinder, cut off wheel, and you went off a little bit, then you're going to be off. What I do like to do sometimes, and this probably helps you guys out, is I like to take a light and put behind my work. That way when I put my square up there, I can see a light coming through there. So I know I need a little bit of adjustment. Not much, just a little bit. A little bit over. Clamp up a little bit more. A little bit more. There. That's looking good. Now check this edge again. Remember, not the top, but this edge, because that's what I measured to the outside. Now I'm going to put the monkey Peter on the clamp. Ah, yeah. All right. And then we're just going to drill it. I think I might need to spend today sharpening some drill bits. Always good to have an old brush around too, just for a chip brush. And voila. Now just like the other side, you can go ahead and take this back apart. And there we have it. Alright, back to pause. I'm going to go through with my bigger drill bit now. That way I can clamp it in a vise. Bolt it together. Then I'll put it on. And that'll probably be it. I'm getting ready to go in and get some victuals. I'll see you guys just in a second. I will add this one little thing. After you drill out your hole and you get the size you want, always go by and deburr your hole with a file. And now for the guys that use this all the time, we know that it only cuts one way to go. You're not doing anything. File cuts one way. And what that does is save your fingers. Plain and simple. It gives you'll hit one of them little burrs that's down in there. Ooh, yeah, cut it open. Now there's all different kind of files, sizes, shapes. Yeah. Core's fine. Then you got bastard files. I mean, so, and I'm not going to get into what every file's for, except for this one. Everybody knows this one. Chainsaw. Sometimes you got to be creative. Sometimes these little handles don't grab them. You make your own little handle. It works great. So I just wanted to add that. Make sure you deburr your holes, guys, so you don't snack your fingers. Okay? Be back in a minute. Alright, we are back. Just real quick, I got her together. I'm just going to take my square, and the reason why I've got it bolted through this way is this side is going back in the tractor, and the gas tank's up there, so I didn't want anything anywhere close to rubbing the gas tank, so got it off nice and smooth. Did all that. So now, check the square again. That's good and square. That's a little off. So let's get the check it one more time. Just a smidgy. Good. Good. Now we'll just hope that the measurements are right down there. Scary, scary. I don't have a way to position this down there, so and I need both hands. I have to put you on pause. Be right back. And yes, they worked out. I didn't have you on pause for like 4 hours and redo everything. See, there's our piece. I don't have it square yet, so I mean, but it gets chunked up a little like that. That's why it's not coming through here. I need to unloosen it and move it around and stuff. But yeah, everything looks great. And then this is where we will mount that's where we'll put our mount. That one. And then it'll come down here and mount right back to here. And that'll give us our up and down. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out and watching. I did find out today I did a little test run. And we're going to need some weights. So probably tomorrow we're going to make a weight box. And we're going to make some weights. So see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Remember, from my shop to yours, you can do anything. All you got to do is try. Bye.